I am Westley Allan Dodd, and this is the story of my dark and disturbing life. I was born on July 3, 1961, in Richland, Washington. From an early age, my childhood was marked by pain and abuse. I suffered physical and sexual abuse, and these experiences left deep scars on my disturbed mind. From the age of 13, I began committing acts of sexual abuse against children. I couldn't control my sick impulses, and it consumed me. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but it was as if something inside me pushed me towards these terrible acts. Over the years, my destructive thirst only grew stronger. In 1989, I crossed the line and became a killer. I murdered innocent children, boys aged 4 to 11. I lured them to isolated places where I would torture and sexually abuse them. And then, without remorse, I would take their lives. After killing my victims, I would photograph them in grotesque poses, as if it were some kind of trophy. I kept detailed records of my crimes, feeding my sick desire to relive every horrifying moment. But like all horror stories, mine came to an end. In July 1989, I was captured when I attempted to abduct a 6-year-old child in a park. The police apprehended me, and I immediately confessed to my horrendous crimes. I guided the authorities to the locations where I had hidden the macabre evidence of my acts. I was tried and sentenced to death by the state of Washington. During my time in prison, I desperately tried to justify my sick acts by claiming mental illness, but deep down, I knew I was responsible for my repulsive actions. I waited on death row for nearly 15 years, awaiting my inevitable fate. On January 5, 1993, at the age of 31, I was executed by hanging at the Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla. My execution was the first carried out in the state since 1963. I am Westley Allan Dodd, a name that has become synonymous with cruelty and perversion. My story is a grim reminder of the evil that exists in the world. I hope that by learning about my horrific story, people will find motivation to protect children and fight against all forms of abuse.